Hello, it's Val-Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a haul of my last clothing swap that I went to. I got a bunch of items this time, but a lot of them require some mending, fixing, adjusting, modifications. Thrifting is a bit tough. It might not always be your size. It might not always be exactly the style you're looking for, like some things you would want to adjust. So maybe this will give you some motivation and inspiration to do your own modifications. That's my goal. Let's get started. Hello, was this dress made for me? I think it was. It's really beautiful. I love the pattern. I actually really like the shape. This off-shoulder detail is beautiful. It's super feminine, perfect fit. I literally don't have to do anything about this dress. I used not to like asymmetrical hem, but I think the front and back asymmetry I'm now fine with. I just still don't like the side asymmetry, but it's so feminine. It's just so pretty, perfect for the summer. Yeah, that's definitely a very good find. Super happy with it. This next item is a beautiful velvet top. The fit is great. I obviously just paired it here with my velvet skirt because drama. Yeah, this is how low the top gets. And so I guess I could pair it with, other skirts or other tops. It's pretty versatile, even though it's velvet. I can still probably style it many different ways. I really like it. Next up, this really simple and yet perfect cashmere sweater. Cashmere 100%. The hems are unfinished here on this sweater. It gives an interesting detail actually because it rolls, out. I usually don't see it finished like this on garments. So it's actually kind of nice to have this little detail. Very versatile, easy addition to my wardrobe. Perfect fit, quite comfortable. It's not the softest cashmere I've had, but it's definitely soft and very warm. Perfect for the winter. Paired here with my white corduroy very short skirt. I wore it yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get rid of it, but now paired with this sweater I actually like it, so maybe I'll just keep it. Next, a black kimono. I hope you can see the detail here on the fabric. It has some velvet and some mesh. It's like a flowery pattern and some fringes at the bottom. Wait, the fringes are not the same all the way around. They ran out. They ran out of fringes. That's what was off about it. They put like two different fringes. I don't know if I like the short ones. Oh. So that's it. Just, a little black kimono I can wear at parties or for a costume. I don't think I'll wear it regularly, but it's definitely great for party setups. Next, we have this very dressed up dress. I like this neckline detail. It's actually sort of a crew neck or a turtleneck almost, but it has this lace in the front section. It's very feminine, but it is a little conservative. The length is, down to the knee. Here the neckline is still pretty high up, even though you can see through the lace. And the one problem, it's almost a perfect fit, but not quite. Here in the chest area, I need more room. I am a 32D, no, or maybe a 32 double D. Well, I actually know the European size. And this dress does not have darts, which I was very surprised with, since it seems to be like a good quality dress. So why would they not put darts in this dress? That's a bit strange to me. So obviously the fabric is bunching up here and I need more breathing room for my boobs. But I don't know if I can easily add darts after the fact. Now the dress is completely finished. Maybe here on the sides? I'm not sure what to do. The back is also see-through Although you would need to remove the tag for it to look nice, because you can definitely see the tag through the lace here. It's a very soft, I think it's polyester because it's pretty warm. Yes, it's 100% polyester, of course, but it's extremely soft. And here in the back, you've got these two tucks here that gives more fullness to the garment. We're starting with this first item, this very nice knit dress that I got at the clothing swap. This dress, I think the color is absolutely perfect. I really, really like this color. It's this deep teal. And what I'm not a huge fan of, they have the belt loops still attached here, but the belt didn't come with the dress. I think I'm just gonna get rid of the loops and probably wear it with one of my elastic belts. I showed my elastic belts in my fall and wardrobe video. I'm also not a huge fan of the color here, of the color, not the color, the color. It's hard to say. It's a bit much. It's not my preference. It starts here, so I'm not sure what I would do. Ideally, I think I would want it to be a turtleneck, but I'm not sure I can transform it into a turtleneck. Next up, the softest fabric I have ever felt in my hands after 34 years of existence. Seriously though, this fabric is the softest fabric I have ever felt. I know I'm repeating myself, but I really want to make this point. There is one problem on the fit here. Well, it's very fitted, but that's, I think, okay if I were to wear like a something to shape my actually, let me show you. I use these shapewear items quite frequently. It flattens the belly a little bit, but it also has pads on the bottom. It's like as if you were doing a padded bra, right? A push-up bra or a bra with padding, but you're doing it for your butt. And in my case, for my body shape, it actually works quite nicely because I do have roundness around the chest area, but not so much around the bottom area. So that's what I use. I will link it if you guys are interested in getting these. I do feel like it's totally socially acceptable to wear padded bras, but it's still a bit odd to wear padded panties. Well, that's how I feel about it. Although I feel like also people have not worn padded bras as much over the last few years as they used to in the 2000 and the 2010s, I want to say. Is it just me? Am I going on a huge tangent here? I feel like nowadays, in terms of shapewear and everything, it's more like free the nipple, braless people. So now let me show you with the shapewear on. It's a little flatter here, a little bit, but not that much. And here in the butt area is rounder. Can you see? You see how this goes like really low. I think it's too low. I think it's not very flattering. I think what I would want if the whole thing basically was a little higher, I think it would look nicer. Also because I do have some excess of skin or like a little bump here that is not very gracious that I like to hide. So usually if it goes higher like this, I think it's more flattering on my body. So that's an easy fix because I could literally just take in an inch on the shoulder seams and call it a day, and maybe transform it into a top if really I don't like how fitted this looks. I mean, you have to be comfortable with such a fitted garment, but because the fabric is so soft, now I do need to make sure I'll still be able to fit my head through. Yeah, I think I'll still be able to put it on and off. So that's the plan for this one. Also, I think a higher, considering how fitted it is, I think a higher neckline is also probably welcome here too. It's like playing on, you know, what I apparently like to do, playing on a conservative look, but also sexy with, you know, showing every single curve. Other item, this is from End of the Stories. It's a cardigan. It has this interesting, completely diagonal closure, but I don't know that I like that. I tried it on closing all the buttons. This is what it looks like with all the buttons closed, and to be honest, it kind of reminds me of a camisole. So I don't really like it necessarily. I do like the color. The knit is really soft. It's I think a blend of wool and polyamide. I think the sleeves are a little too wide. Like if it gets cold, I would want to have less wind going through the sleeves. My idea was to simply move the buttons around here instead of having them diagonal, and then I guess I could close the garment if I wanted to, but I would probably not. I would just probably wear it like this. Maybe I could take in the sides a little bit so that there's less fabric. It seems pretty versatile and I like the color. I don't have anything in this color, but I'm trying to get more neutrals. Next up, this very fitted dress. I think I'm going to transform it into a top because it's too much. In terms of like everything showing, all the no, I don't like the way it shapes my body here. But I do like a fitted top. I do like the long sleeves, the color. I am wearing the dress the other way around here, so I put the back in the front and the front in the back because I think this back is really feminine and really elegant. I do need to just remove the tag here. So removing the tag, cutting the dress to transform it into a top, I think is the move here. Very, very scandalous bathing suit. I actually don't know if I'm gonna keep this. It's brand new. It still has, you know, the tag, the sticker on. Am I gonna wear this? You know, since it's brand new, maybe I need to think about this one. Last but not least, my favorite color. The problem is this design here with the excess fabric around the waist. This is not it. Maybe the move here is to wear it with a very wide belt. So let's see if that would work. It's not bad, but you know, immediately the dress looks way better. I just don't think black is the color. I think I know what to do. It's too long, so I can cut, you know, several inches off of the hem and use that band to create an elasticated belt with the same fabric. So that's gonna be an easy one. Rehem and maybe just add a slit, and that's it. I forgot to show you one last item. These really nice high heel sandals. It's leather. It's extremely comfortable. The insole are really soft and comfortable and squishy. Squishy? Is it a word? Perfect size. There is one side here that needs to be re-glued here in the back, but that's a very easy fix and I've already got the glue. I can really do that in like 1 second. But the problem is it came with an additional strap here around the ankle that my friend removed. So I think I'm gonna have to bring them to the cobbler, and the cobbler is going to remove this loop here, and here is gonna cut the front so it doesn't look like it's missing a leather strap. It just ends basically below the second missing leather strap. So yeah, hopefully it's not going to cost too much money. I have a great cobbler here in New York City that I go to. I'm sure he's going to do a great job and I'm going to be able to wear these in the spring. I truly hate tags, and so on a dress like this one, it will show on the side for sure. So one of the first things I always do, I remove all the tags. I mean, I try to remember what the fabric is made of, but honestly, after a long time, you are getting used to how to wash garments. Like, you know what the fabric type is usually, and you know how to handle it with care. So I am just going to remove all the tags here, remove this, and then get started on trying to change the color. Now I'm on to cutting the belt loops as close as I can without damaging the side seams. I guess the nicest would be to follow this line, fold it, that would be nice actually. I am going to cut 2 inches away from this line all around the neckline, and I'm gonna serge the cut edge, and then I'm gonna fold it and just like re-sew in this line here. Hopefully it's not going to be too visible, and that will give me a clean neckline without too much work, because it's too hard to convert into a crew neckline or a turtleneck. So that's I think the easiest. Fold and sew. Okay, no turning back. Eesh. Okay, and as you can see, this has 2 layers that I'm just going to serge together and then fold again. So I'm going to sew along this edge, so I'm making sure I'm pinning and just, you know, going past just a little bit to catch the edge. Now I have pinned the neckline all the way around. I'm just going to sew the line of stitching here, and it'll be finished inside and outside. Okay, so I really want to take my time. Ironing first is really, really helpful. The way the dress is currently finished, on each side there is bias. So by me taking in 1 inch and basically redoing the seam, it will mean that the seam is going all the way on the edges, including the bias, but I'm going to align it as best as I can, so it's not too visible. And now I can just serge on this new line here. I just added a basting stitch so that it would align when I throw this in the serger. First I'm gonna take the buttons off. It's really well attached. You know, usually you buy a garment with buttons at the store, you know, half the time they just fall off, but I can tell you these buttons were never gonna fall off this fabric. Wow, that's so much thread. That's crazy. So I'm gonna do the same on all 4. Once I removed the buttons, I've got some like, the fabric basically was pulled because of the buttons on this side. So I'm going to try to iron it flat. Hopefully it will reduce, if not make the little bumps disappear. It looks like it's working. That's good news. I've got this razor that really helps with peeling on sweaters, knits, and things like that. So here you see there's a lot of peeling. So I'm just gonna take this off so it doesn't look as worn. We call it bouloche in French. I kind of like the word. Basically meaning kind of small but big balls. Anyways.
And he gave me, you know, understanding concepts like Pinterest and low.
For the next step here, I marked where the buttons are gonna go. Another day, another dollar. Finishing the buttons. Never put a needle in your mouth. I'm finishing the buttons here. That's pretty much it. I don't know if you guys know the trick. You can use toothpick to separate the button from the layer you're sewing the button onto. This is a pretty thick fabric. That way when I sew the button, there's a little gap between the button and the layer, and that gap will allow for the other side of the fabric to button. I hope you fully appreciate my leopard print outfit today, from head to toe. Oh shit. I saw a video from catherinesews on YouTube. She sews buttons with 4 threads. So I'm gonna try that. I feel like it will save me a lot of time actually. Kind of like the idea. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one here. Perfect. So basically I'm just looping my thread and it's pretty solid. Pretty anchored now. Cutting the excess. And that's it. I'm just going to use this top as reference for the length, since this is a top I wear fairly frequently. I've got several different colors. So I'm just going to roughly cut here, or make a mark and cut where I need this top to end with chalk. And then I need to add, let's see, the hem is 3/4 of an inch. So that's what I need to do here. So these are my marks. Let's do it. I just searched the edges here, so now I can measure my hem and turn it in. Yeah, right about here.
You let into your life is
Great. Finished. Done. For the bottom here of my swimsuit, I am going to take in 1.5 inches because it's too high on my waist. So I'm just gonna re-sew with the serger. That will do. Very quick fix. Little story time here, but when I first got the serger, I bought stretch thread. This is stretch thread and it's like fuzzy and very, very soft. And apparently I didn't know how to thread my serger back then. Tonight I tried to rethread with the stretch thread because I noticed that's what's on my swimsuit. It turns out I was able to thread my serger perfectly with the stretch thread. So that's very good news. I am very, very happy. I am now gonna attempt to serge with my stretch thread for the first time. Okay, that is not bad at all. For the length here, I took in 4.5 inches. I just pinned just to see what it would look like. I really like this length because I feel like it's the longest before risking tripping and falling. So, and you know, I can wear it with flats or I can wear it with heels and it will look very nice and very feminine either way here at the bottom. With the extra strip of fabric from this hem, I can now create a belt. I need to buy elastic though. So maybe this project will go in the next video. The biggest transformation here was the color. I hope you like the new color as much as I do. I think it looks great. It's very feminine. It shows a little more skin and I think it's more interesting. I really like the length of the sleeves, as you guys know. This dress is a little bit on the shorter side, but I think it really looks great with black tights. So here I paired it with black tights with a little motif. I don't know if you can see. How far should I go? Yeah. And a black belt too. And I think this is a great look. Well, that was close. I could barely fit my head through. Yeah, I think I'll still be able to put it on and off. But it worked. So if you remember for this one, it was a very quick fix. I had to just shorten here the shoulder seams. These lines here are now higher. They are the way I wanted them to be. So it's great. Let me show with the cardigan I have. This really will work with so many different combinations, and I'm very happy with the final result. It is so comfortable to wear. It is so soft still. Love it and love the final results. So this is the cardigan that I mended, but I decided not to take in the sleeves nor the main body of the garment because I actually like the way it fits. It's very comfortable this way, and I also kind of like the look of it. Actually, really cool outfit here for home and also outside. Very comfortable, my favorite word. This top here that I shortened, it used to be a dress and now it's cropped. The length is about here. On to the next item. Next up, the swimsuit. It's not as high anymore. I'm definitely more comfortable. It was way too 80s. It was way too like up there on the sides, and I had a little bit of extra fabric on the back also. So this way it's taken in and it really fits really nicely, and actually it looks really great for the back. So rumor has it that I will be in Barbados in February, so if that is happening, I will definitely wear it there. This is another change that is probably not that obvious on camera, but I can tell you in real life it makes a huge difference in terms of fit, and it's totally worth the fix. I really want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel already. It's 600 subscribers as of today, which seems absolutely insane. Next week I'll share my Christmas decor and I hope you'll enjoy this one. And then we'll resume sewing content with a very special costume I'm putting together for my birthday, and then a regular sewing project that I hope you will enjoy. Stay warm, tell your loved ones you love them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!